Hey everyone, Willie Clark here. Welcome to another week of my YouTube thing. We're going to do things a little differently this week. Slightly different format, different camera angle, and different quality probably too. So I got a house guest this week, so I don't have my normal couch and stuff set up, which means I could use the camera if I wanted to, but I decided to do something else. I decided to just do this off on my laptop. A little more intimate. You get a nice up close with the face thing. And you get a different angle of the recording room studio / office that I split with my girlfriend. You can see some guitars back there. There's way up in the little corner. You've got nice little Lego Smog, some Glamdrig and Gandalf staff over there. So you're getting to see some new things about me. But anyways, this week we're gonna do another little let's talk about focused on a game called I Am Setsuna. And this is timely, which is super cool, because Tokyo RPG Factory today just announced, oh man, watching my lips move in the screen while I'm talking is kind of weird, because there's a slight delay, and it looks like, and it gets worse when I do that. Okay, I'm going to stop. Sorry. Anyways, Tokyo RPG Factory today just announced their next title, Lost Sphear, spelled very oddly, also coming to PlayStation 4, PC, and Switch, and I'm going to talk about that at the end, so I can call this Let's Talk About I Am Setsuna, and then its upcoming sequel, Lost Sphear. Timely, relevant. There we go. What more could you want from a YouTube video? Talk about I Am Setsuna when it came out last year, but anyway, so I Am Setsuna, yeah, this game originally came out last summer, and I'm pretty sure it's been on my playlist since. And it came out on Switch, and I played through it on Switch. I played it all on Switch, and I actually just beat it this weekend. It's kind of a short game. It's an RPG. So, like I said, it's made by a company called Tokyo. Oh, jeez, I just forgot the name. Tokyo RPG Factory, and I hope I got that right. If not, I'll fix it. And yeah, it's a Square Enix group, and they're trying to make these throwback RPGs. So I was really excited about it because I was under the impression it was a turn-based game, which people really don't make. Turn-based games don't really come out that often anymore. So I was really excited it was a turn-based game. Turns out it's not. It uses active battle timers, or active timer battle, one of the two. Which was a bit of a disappointment to me at first. And yeah, I also didn't realize it was the same battle system as Chrono Trigger, which I haven't played, which I think is why a lot of people were, initially drawn and excited about it. And obviously I don't have that same pull there for me. But I Am Setsuna, interesting premise. One of the main characters is a girl, hence I Am Setsuna, who is a sacrifice from this village, and I think it's every 10 years or so, depending on stuff, they send sacrifices, and you don't really know why. You don't learn a lot about the game early on. I'm going to get into full spoilers, full warning. So if you haven't played the game yet and don't want spoilers, go watch all my other videos, play the game, and then come back, and we'll be good. But yeah, so I Am Setsuna, sacrifice to somehow stop the monsters from attacking humanity. That's about all you know at the beginning. I was really expecting a tearjerker. I figured Setsuna was going to die. The whole game is essentially building up to her being about to die. And yeah, the story, that was interesting. That's an interesting premise. Kind of dips and bobs and goes all over the place a bit. And then it's asking some interesting things, kind of about the nature of humanity and the nature of the monsters in the world, and then it just kind of drops that plot entirely. The penultimate boss is a Time Lord who says, hey, Setsuna, FYI, you've been stuck in a time loop over and over and over again, and every time you choose not to destroy the big bad, I send you back in time. Yeah. So it just randomly throws in time travel, and I've played Bravely Default and Bravely Second, two other games made by smaller developers that Square Enix has put out. So it's weird for them to kind of take that same idea from the Bravely games and then not really build it, cook it into the meat and the bread, the stew of the narrative at all. It's like twice Setsuna says something like, oh, I'm having deja vu. and then that somehow is supposed to be the whole time travel thing. So yeah, that kind of falls apart at the end, and then you have to go back in time using save points, which tries to do some other meta thing that doesn't really work. So that was kind of disappointing. But the thing I really do like about the game, and I've talked about this, I just finished Tokyo Mirage Sessions, which was a flashy, in-your-face, bright, J-pop infused RPG, and I Am Setsuna is this quiet, quaint, snow-falling, piano-scored, little gem of a game. It feels very indie. It feels very different from a lot of the stuff I've played. It's very quiet. It's not demanding your time. It's not in your face. And in a lot of ways, I kind of wish the battle system somehow reflected that. I wish the battle system made more sense within the narrative of the game itself. But however, I Am Setsuna, I'd say definitely worth it on the Switch. It's absolutely worth $20. I don't think there's maybe a little hesitation there, but not really. I enjoyed most of the game, even though it definitely has its problems. Some of which I've mentioned. I didn't take super good notes while playing for this one. But yeah, I Am Setsuna. Now, however, the game originally launched, I believe, at $40, and now they've announced that the game's sequel, they just announced today, Lost Sphear, is coming out early next year, early 2018, PS4, PC, Switch, for $50. Even I Am Setsuna at $40, ooh, I'm not so sure about that. It's a 20-hour RPG. I think when you're getting into the $50, $60, even $40 range, people expect long RPGs. And like I said, Setsuna is definitely not perfect, even though I think I ended up falling more positive on the game than not, now that I finished it. They showed off a little of Lost Sphear. The thing, I was excited, Will, guy I podcast with, 8-Bit Awesome Podcast, texted me and was like, oh, did you see Tokyo, RPG Factory showed off the new game today? And I was like, oh, sweet, I better go check it out. I was excited, just finished Setsuna, sweet, let's see what they're doing now. It looks like they're doing Setsuna all over again, and I'm a little disappointed by that. Even some of the enemy models and character models look exactly the same. I'm assuming it's the same engine. It does look like they've tweaked the battle system a little bit. It looks kind of more turn-based-like, which is interesting, and could make me happy. But the press release said, they're using the same timer system, so we'll see there. But yeah, it's still got, the piano score. It's still using the same, engine, graphics, all that. Which makes me slightly less disappointed. It looks like it's I Am Setsuna and everything but name, and I feel like they could, kind of get away from that and do something, either do a sequel or do, something else. Don't just kind of cut in between and do the same exact thing over again, but differently. And like I said, they had some interesting ideas in Setsuna that they didn't, fully implement. So we'll have to see. I'm not sure if it'll be at E3 this year since they just announced it. Probably not. But I'm gonna try to keep my eye on it and see how Lost Sphear looks. But anyways, that's it for this week. That was me talking about. Let's talk about I Am Setsuna and Lost Sphear. If you played Setsuna, let me know. Let me know what you think. Any other games you want me to check out? Comment, like, subscribe, do all those cool things. Thanks for bearing with me with the super intimate close up of my face format of this week, and we'll be back next week with another video. And we're getting right up to E3. And I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do for E3 yet, but it's probably I'm going to be there. I know I'm going to be there, and I'm going to have a lot of stuff going on, so I'm going to try to do a bunch of videos for you guys and gals. So until next week, see ya.